again. I'm McCannon. In our first segment, we talked about stance, gun mount, and gun fit. Today we're going to just talk a little bit about gun fit and how to know if the gun does in fact fit. In our first segment we talked some about length of pull and how you measure your hand from this joint here to this ligament with your arm at 90 degrees, and that's going to get you close to the length of pull. We also talked about the height of the comb. The height of the comb is very critical, as you have to have a reference point, which is your cheekbone, to rest your head on the stock of the gun, or the comb of the gun. So when we do that, when we rest our head, we want to be looking straight down this rib of this gun. We want to be centered down the rib of this gun. Well, one good and easy way to tell if a gun fits: get in your proper stance, bring the gun out, close your eyes, bring it to your face, back to your shoulder, rest your head on the gun, open your eyes, and you're looking straight down the gun. Or I am. If you are not, we'll do this again. We're going to close our eyes, we're going to bring the gun out to our face, to our shoulder, we're going to rest our head, we're going to open our eyes, and I'm looking straight down the gun. Now, if you are looking to the side, or if your gun has a center bead and a front bead, which is, in my opinion, the only time it's useful is when you're seeing if a gun fits, because in my opinion, you never ever look at the front side of a shotgun. But we'll talk about that some other time. But when you're checking for fit, this center bead and this bead, I like a little gap between the front bead and the center bead. A lot of folks want the center bead to be right dead in front of the front bead. Some folks want to see a figure 8. I like just a little space between my bead, and the reason I like that is I have a little, the gun can be under the target slightly out. That way I can keep the target in view all the time. Now, that has a lot to do with how the gun patterns or the point of impact of the gun. But, like I said, a good way to tell if the gun does in fact fit you is when you mount the gun with your eyes closed and you open your eyes and do not move your head. Everything's locked tight. Don't wiggle around and get it to line up. If it's locked tight, and as soon as you open your eye that you're going to look down the rib with, keep the other one closed. Like for me, it would be my left eye, I will keep it closed. I open my right eye, and if everything is lined up perfectly, then the gun fits. If this bead is off to the side of the front bead, or if it's way, I see the whole rib, or if I can't see down this rib, then the gun doesn't fit. And that brings to another point. If you can't see down the rib, when you keep your head tight on this gun, then you can't see to shoot the gun. You've got to pick your head up to be able to shoot it. Well, one time you're going to pick it up how much, and the next time you're going to pick it up how much? It's not going to work. Got to keep that head locked on that gun, and you've got to have good vision with your head locked on the gun. So, like I said before, good way to do it: mount the gun with your eyes closed, open your eye, do not move, and see if everything's lined up. I hope this tip helps y'all, and have a good day. I'm McCannon.